Citi Double Cash. Let's talk about it. This card has no annual fee, which is great. This card also gives you 2% cash back on all categories. Full stop. Nothing else really to think about. The catch, if you want to call it a catch, is that you get 1% back as you pay for something. Shing, swipe the card. And then the other 1% back as you pay off your balance on the card on time, right? Got to do that to get the extra 1% back, which will be no problem for any of you. I know you're very responsible about doing that.
Hey guys, me from post-production. I forgot to say that there is a $200 sign-up bonus for this card as well.
Also, another perk. This card allows you to redeem the 2% back that you get on every purchase. Shing! For Citi thank you points, which is great. It's a little bit better than normal cash back. You can transfer your Citi thank you points to travel partners, which I will list below. Okay? There are several, more than 10 of them. And some of them I use pretty frequently to book domestic flights in the US. I just use their transfer travel partner portal, if you will. Nice little mouthful there. The fallback, if you don't want to game the system and really try to transfer your points to partners like Virgin Atlantic, Etihad Guest, you can just redeem your points as statement credit, right? 1 cent per point, the standard that you're probably used to with most of the other credit card point systems that you are dealing with. They have that nice fallback option. Just take your 2% you earn from the card, head out, no effort. If you do want to put some effort in, the Points Guy, good website. They value these Citi thank you points at 1.8 cents per point, okay? Which is very good. However, I've found this is pretty hard to get unless you're flying luxury travel, business first class, and it helps if it's international as well to get the best deals. Me personally, I've found I'm able to get 1.2, 1.3 cents per point fairly easily doing domestic, economy travel if I just find the right opportunity with the right transfer partner. That's low to medium effort is what I'm putting in, not this crazy high effort, a lot of time invested.
Hey guys, just wanted to say that I was a little harsh on some of the features in this next section. It is still a card that I use and keep in my wallet, so don't let it discourage you completely based on some of the drawbacks I list below.
Downsides. Let's talk about downsides to this card. The card just feels, I don't know how else to describe it, but it just feels a little bit low budget to me. For example, my credit limit on this card was $6,500 when I got approved, which is fine. I've never come close to using all of that limit, but it's, maybe 50%, sometimes like 30% of what I'm used to getting. I usually get 2-3x higher credit limit on most of my other cards, so I don't even have to think about, hitting the limit if I buy something that's a little bit bigger of a purchase. The card's also been declined a few times, and it was with bigger vendors like Costco and Walmart. The first time was because I didn't have my zip code updated 100%, which I kind of understand, except I've never had to deal with this with any other card. Never had it declined for that reason. The second time was because I was using a VPN on my phone at the time I made the purchase, so it just seems like Citi is looking for reasons to decline this card rather than focusing on making the experience the best possible for the customer. And maybe this is something that you would like if security is utmost priority over convenience and making sure that your card works every single time. Maybe that's for you. It's just for me, I've had to go back in, deal with, customer support or place an order again for the second time. And I don't like it that it costs me extra time to do that. It's really not worth it for me in some scenarios. So sometimes I second guess using it, and I'll use another card because of these issues I've had in the past. Next, let's talk about the app. The app does not seem as sophisticated as some of the apps from other credit card vendors. Okay? The UI isn't quite as user-friendly as you'd hope. They do put the little running tally in below each purchase that you make, so you have the amount of each purchase and then where you're at in terms of your total statement balance under there, and it has that running tally, which I like. But the app is just a little bit quirky and a little bit tougher to use. Fair warning, you may not agree with me, But that's been my experience. One example of that recently is I tried to redeem some points for statement credit, but I had already made a payment, lowered my credit card balance to 0. And so the app wouldn't allow me to redeem points to my statement credit and basically give myself a negative balance. You may think that seems reasonable, but every other card vendor allows you to do that. And now it's one more thing that I have to go back in and do if I do want to redeem those points and get that statement credit. It's just another thing. I got to spend more time doing it. I got to think about it, and I got to go back in and do it again. And I just don't want to do that. I like to, when I want to get things done, I want to get them done. And I want to get them done in the quickest way I can. So for me, great card. If you want simplicity, few quirks, if you're willing to deal with those, I would absolutely recommend getting it because it is no annual fee card. It is 2% back on everything. Do not have to think about categories or anything like that. If you are interested in signing up for the card, please go ahead and click through the link I have in the description below. It'll be credit card link, then those travel partners I mentioned before. That is it. Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe to my channel. Here's another video if you want to watch that.